Trying to get my paper, baby. I'm that guy for every day. I'm that guy. Trying to get my paper, baby. I'm that guy for every.
Yo guys, welcome back to Perhaps Podcast. Hope you all having a great day. And yes, as you can hear by my voice and the short, I hope you have seen the shorts. But yes, I've got my voice back. We'll make that a video another day, make that into a podcast probably. But that's besides the point. So as you can see by the title, so this summer I went on a cruise to Honduras, Mexico, and the Bahamas. During this time, there was the World Cup. And Honduras was not in the World Cup. Neither was Italy, which was really big surprising. And funny enough, Jose is Honduran. So I'm going to be voiceovering a lot of this video, to be honest, because I couldn't talk back then.
This ain't cheddar, this quiche!
Alright, so I'm not going to be talking about any of the travel things leading up to the ship itself, because nobody really cares about that. But I will start off with the ship itself, because we stayed on that ship for about 3 days straight. No, 2 days straight at a time. So the ship itself was lowered in our room. I can't find the footage right now, but hopefully I can find it. Yeah, I'll be honest, it was pretty big. And there was like an inside theater, which did not show movies. They showed plays, which was very different in comparison to the other cruises I had been on at that time. A pro that I definitely saw was the food was better, I would say. And that's coming from a big boy, I will say. And I got the unlimited bottomless bubbles. Woo! Yeah, so I got unlimited soda, which honestly I didn't really do a whole lot of. I did hoop a lot. My dad somehow found some footage. He was weird and he recorded it, but I also played some soccer because it was World Cup. And if I can find the picture, I have a picture of me biting a medal because, you know, I'm goated with sticks as kids used to say back in the day. And I won a tournament. And so the ship itself was okay. I would also like to say that I went on it with family, so it was a little bit more focused on being together and stuff like that. And yeah, that kind of comes up with the next part. So we did actually watch some of the shows as shown, Love and Marriage, and I don't know if I got any footage of the Family Feud one, but we did watch it. So the last part before we go into the actual excursion part of it and everything like that, one of us in the family decided to go gambling and somehow won some money. So that was the only bit of money that we bet on. So now let's get into the excursion part. First stop is Jose's motherland, Honduras. So to give context for Honduras, we were supposed to go on an assisted scuba diving excursion where you basically have a motor swimmer. So all you have to do is kick your legs and you're able to like scuba and everything like that. Scuba as the kids do nowadays. But since Honduras has a time difference than the ship difference, the people on the ship told us wrong on what time to be there, so we were an hour late. So they did actually comp us an excursion. They said, okay, if y'all can't do it, since y'all can't do this one, we'll give you this one. So they gave us snorkeling, and I did bring a GoPro because I was gonna be mounted up and everything like that. And I'm not trying to look for the footage, but I know for a fact that the GoPro footage did not make it because the GoPro itself it didn't completely fit into the plastic holder of it. So it was a little bit loose, and as soon as I jumped in the water, I could see that it was a little bit loose, but I couldn't do anything because my hands were wet, and I don't want to mess with any of the battery stuff because my GoPro is, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty old. And yeah, so I know all the footage I have is me jumping into the water and that's it, and then me getting out of the water and looking at it and being mad because and even on the GoPro there's this one thing that I really wished I got on camera. My dad jumped in to the ocean with his phone in his pocket and didn't realize it until it was 20 minutes in, and it was the funniest reaction because he got into his pocket and he was like, "Oh yeah, I got my phone. I can take pictures." And we both looked at him as if he was crazy because he doesn't have a waterproof phone. And it is. And then even before that, my dad got like seasick. So on the way back, somebody gave him medicine so he wouldn't be seasick. So there's a lot of footage of him just sleeping because he's a sleepy boy. And yeah, Honduras was a beautiful place. Being able to understand English did help because some of the people were not able to speak any English. So it also gave me more insight on Honduras as a country itself, because I feel like whenever people hear Honduras, they always ask, "What part of Mexico is that a part of?" That is a quote from a person that used to be on the podcast. Okay. And yeah, that it was pretty. I'll be honest, it was pretty. We did see the pretty side and the poor side, so we got to see basically the two sides of the island. And yeah, it didn't storm, so we were able to snorkel just fine. So that just leads us to the Mexico excursion.
Go, go, go.
So Mexico, I've been there once before. I went to Cozumel. This time we did not go to Cozumel. And Mexico, same as Honduras. This place is beautiful. It is very diverse, I would say, because of the history in the area that we were in. Because it looked like they had Inca type statues in certain areas. And the animals that I personally saw there were like lizards, and lizards are pretty cool. But we went there to go watch a luchador wrestling match, which, yes, most people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'll skip this part." But personally, I would say because of the history and the culture of luchador wrestling in Mexico is very heavy because of it is important in Mexico for luchadors because of the history and the amount of attention they get. Because most people just know, whenever you hear a luchador, you think of either Rey Mysterio or you just think of nobody else, most likely. And yes, we did see luchador wrestling. We also stopped at a little like convenience store, and I bought Eddie some stuff because Eddie has only been to Mexico a handful of times, and he is Mexican. And honestly, the food that we ate there was, I'm not gonna lie, it was bust down. I don't even know what the saying is nowadays. But it was very good. It made your tummy feel good. But it was inside, so yeah, my mom really wasn't into the whole luchador wrestling. She understood the importance of it, but me and my dad really get into wrestling, as seen by previous videos that have been on this channel over and over again. And honestly, I would say I would do it again, because we got a free mask. We got to see actual wrestling, like in person. And yeah, con, I would say, is like the people that went kind of didn't really care. Some people kind of didn't really care. So it was more towards like the people that just wanted something to do there. They were like, "Oh, okay, this sounds cool." Which I respect that. And it was cool because it sounded cool and it was cool. So to end it off for the Mexico section, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than the last and final stop on this video and on the cruise was the Bahamas. The Bahamas, we did not have any excursions or anything like that, so we just kind of chilled at the pool with all of the family, kind of. We spent some time at the beach, we spent some time in the pool, then we ate some, and it was just kind of like more of a chill out, relax, fully embrace the sun, in compared to the last couple excursions that we did, where it was like, okay, we're here by this time, we're done by this time, okay, boom, 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 okay, then we gotta do this, then do this, okay, boom, boom, like versus a actual schedule of everything. We were just kind of chilled out in a way, if you will, per se. But honestly, this one I have the most amount of footage for because from the Bahamas in comparison to everything else, which is really odd because you would think that I have more footage from everywhere else, but I just think that I wanted to embrace everything else without even being on my phone and everything like that. And that's also something that I have fully tried to embrace after being able to talk, because whenever I couldn't talk, I was on my phone a lot because I didn't talk to people because I couldn't. And in order to talk to some people, I had to write it down because they couldn't read lips or they didn't know certain sign language and everything like that. So something that I would like for everyone to do while they're watching this video, I don't even care if I lose viewers, subscribers, or anything like that, just be on your phone a little bit less and just enjoy the people around you while you have them around, is this video. Hope y'all all enjoyed this different style of video. We'll see you in 2 weeks.